Welcome to your daily reading. I'm Veronica. This is Veronica's Dreams Tarot. So quick, I never can't do this quickly because I'll probably talk too much. I'm going to change things up here on YouTube. Instead of doing dailies, I'm going to do weekly by astrology signs. They're going to be shorter, more concise, more about not what's to come later, but more like in the now, what to look for, challenges, things of that nature. What's the current energy, So it'll be a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to keep them all under 7 minutes so that you can just take a quick gander at the week to come by your sign. And then just so you know, too, I'm going to be placing a little different focus on my Instagram, and that's Veronica's Dreams Tarot. That's where I'll be doing a lot of my work for what I want to do for a living. I want to eventually have what I call my tarot church, a group of people, a community where you can get together, learn tarot, read tarot, bring in other things too, like astrology, all of those things where we can learn from others as well, but more as a community. And then, focusing on, tarot workshops, teaching how to use tarot. I've got a tarot journal book I'm creating. I got the deck I'm creating. I've got oracle cards I'm creating. So I really want to put those in the limelight here. It's like what I really want to do. The YouTube takes a lot of my time, and I'm working still full time. I would like to eventually not have to work. I'd like to eventually retire, but I can't do that until I see some things starting to move a little bit. And then I can put all my focus in on, tarot creations and all of those things. So with that said, I'm still going to I'm going to do the weekly by astrology signs, but I'll be doing a lot of focus on my Instagrams. I just don't get a lot of views here. I will probably do posts, occasionally, depending on how things work out here. But if you really want to see kind of what's happening on those other sides, yeah, join me on my Instagram. I'll have all my shorts are on Instagram. But I'm going to be doing different things to start working on the workshop and teaching people how to read intuitively. Eventually, I will probably switch my tarot channel not to readings, but to more teachings. So just be kind of like aware. So right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to, my eventual thing is my own space and, a group space. Actually, not my own space. I want a group space. That's what I really want. So let's get started here. This is our daily reading. I'm going to do this reading as normal. And it is for Monday. And then the astrology ones they'll start posting this week for the week of April 12th. I'll kind of scatter them out a little bit. Okay, so what do we have going on? 3 cards. 6 of Pentacles, Magician, and the 3 of Cups. I was just thinking, I love the 3 of Cups. What we don't see is a 5 of Clarity. The other thing I'm trying to decide is, do I do 5 of Crystal or do I do Crystals or Clarity? Going back and forth on that one. So then Unexpected, Reflection, which is the Hangman, Challenge is the 2 of Pentacles. That makes sense. Where does this lead? It is 4 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. We'll leave it right there. Advice for this reading is 8 of Wands. It says 9 of Wands. The 8 and 9 are worded wrong in my deck. And what is the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Oh, I've got 2 Devil cards here. I need to put one aside. I'm going to put this one aside. When she printed them, this Devil card has a little thing on the back here. So she printed me another one, but I never took this one out. So, yeah, I've always had this extra Devil card hanging around. The Devil being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is being persuaded. Someone might be persuading you to do something and you're not quite sure about it. So I don't want you to think of it as addiction. In this case, he's offering something, but it feels more like a persuasion. Like, do I do I give into this or do I step back from it? That's the feeling I'm getting out of this devil. So there may be something going on where someone's trying to persuade you, not necessarily negatively, although it could be. So you want to keep your mind open here. We've got the Six of Pentacles, Magician, Three of Cups. The, you know, Six of Pentacles, sharing, giving, being at a position where you're able to give. The Magician is also understanding yourself, understanding what you can create. And the Three of Cups, it just feels like a really, like a creation of something really wonderful. It does, that Three of Cups, you know, the Three of Cups is about, you know, being around people that you enjoy being around, celebration to some degree, enjoying. I feel like the Three of Cups is always about enjoying where you're at, who you're around. But it feels to me like you're really starting to generate something here that feels good. With that Six of Pentacles being in that position, Magician making something happen. The Five of Clarity is in what you don't see. So there may be, you know, something to look at here where, you know, this I feel like this devil card, this whatever you're being offered is different than what's actually happening in the reading, okay? So I feel like the reading is, this is where you're at. This devil is like on the side here offering you something. And I think that's where that five of this five is coming into play. Let's clarify a little bit here. I'm going to use the Ghost Tarot, I believe, here. So let's just do one card for each here. What is the Six of Pentacles telling us? It is the Three of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you're around people that you can share with. You know, like, okay, you're Six of Pentacles, a position where you can give. That Three of Cups is, you know, being around the people that you want to give to, or that, you know, that's, you know, kind of going back and forth here. I do feel like this is really important to you, and especially leading to the Ten of Pentacles. So there's could be something home, job, money, stability related. So what is the Magician? Let's take a look at this Magician. The Magician is the Lovers. So it could be some kind of partnership or loveship happening here, a relationship of any kind, but there, it feels more to me like a partnership. There could be love here, especially with the Ten of Pentacles at the end, but it also could just be partnership in general. But this is being created. So the Magician creates things, right? Things out of nowhere, so to speak. But I feel like, yeah, there's something that's definitely happening here. It's coming from the point where you're able to start giving. There is also that feeling, Magician is that creation of a great partnership. Now let's look at this Three of Cups. Yeah, yeah, this is great. This is, I would be careful here though. The Magician is clarifying the Three of Cups. So this is wonderful. We had the Three of Cups clarifying the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Magician clarifying the Three of Cups. You're creating something here. Now, you could, in some cases, say with the Magician, right, the sleight of hand, how I talk about that sometimes, that this may be something you need to watch for, but I rarely read the Three of Cups as, you know, jealousy or third party situations or even gossip. I want, sometimes it is, but I don't feel that way. I feel like this is really you creating something that you're bringing people together, and you're really joining together. Now, this could be something at work, it could be something at home, and it could be like you're not the only creator of it. It could be you're working with someone, because of the Six of Pentacles here. But I definitely feel like this is really, really nice happening. I feel like this could be something to look for, though. And I think that's why this Five of Clarity is at the bottom of the deck. So there could be, I think here is more like there could be something here that you need to fight away. And and that's a weird way to put it, but kind of like you might be needing to push back on a little bit. The Five of Swords in the regular decks, and in my deck, it's about you know, someone not playing fairly. And that's usually the one that's got all of the swords and he's got all the crystals in his hand. You've got someone who's given up or, you know, lost, so to speak, and the person who's walking away. You might find yourself in a position where um, you need to make that choice, like how much energy. There's something here with this devil, because the devil, to me, in this case, there's an offer, and is it a persuasion or is it a true offer? And that's something that you might need to really look at, and that might be something happening here. Is there anything more about this Five of Clarity that we need to know? Anything more about this? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so I would be really careful about who you share with. The Six of Pentacles is about sharing, right? So be careful about who you share your ideas with or who you're sharing, because they may be not being honest with you. I would just be careful about that. And then when I say sharing, like if you have an idea, um, I'd be careful about giving too much of it away, because someone might take that idea, or or maybe even, you know, someone's like kind of could be acting like they're behind you more than they are. So there could be something here with this devil that, and this situation in the middle with the Six of Pentacles, Magician, Three of Cups, that you might just need to be really careful on. I would just keep a close eye. Make sure you're around people that you trust before you give away all your ideas, or, you know, like give away everything, because unexpectedly you're getting the reflection card, which is the Hangman. It's taking a look at things differently and noticing that things aren't always as they seem. Like, you know, these lanterns aren't in the same position below him, above him, and in the mirror. And it's all in your perspective on how things are going to turn out. So unexpectedly, you will be taking a different look. Um, and maybe even going in a different direction because of that. What else about this Hangman in the unexpected? I think it's because you're realizing, the Tower. So yeah, something changes that's causing you to go. Is there anything more about this Tower? What's changing? Anything more about this Tower? Queen of Cups. Yeah, maybe somebody is coming in and yeah, kind of like, I don't think this is negative. Well, I think something happens and you're going, well, wait a minute. I'm trying to fulfill something here. And something is changing with this core piece of the reading. And you're going like, okay, now I need to do something different. Now, it could be that you just come up with a different idea. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone is playing bad. It's just there's something that I do feel like comes from someone else that's going to make you revisit how you're doing this, what you're doing, and why. Your Two of Pentacles is in your challenge, and this is about balance. This is balancing all the life areas. So that could be what happens here. You're going, wait, this is too much even. The Tower can be that. I'm doing too much. I'm not, focused on what I love with that Queen of Cups showing up. So I need to balance this stuff out, and it's kind of hard. So there might be part of you that wants to do all of the things, but you can't. Or even focusing on what's going to be important to you, not what's important to everybody else. It doesn't mean that you can't be helpful and you can't share, or you can't, work as a group, but also balance your priorities. And I think that's what that's saying. Is there anything more about this Two of Pentacles here? Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, be careful about, yeah, I feel like if you share too much, there's something very, this reading is a little bit of a warning to be careful about what you share. Um, and because there could be someone that absolutely is not playing fairly here with the Seven of Swords now showing up. So I do feel like you need to balance that a little bit. Be careful. Make sure that you understand like what you're working with and who you're working with, because this might not be a person. This could be just a thing that happens. So I would just be very careful. But the Two of Pentacles is balance. So look at all your areas that you need to balance. You have the Four of Cups and where this leads. So you're not focused on something that's happening. I feel like with this Four of Cups, you're focused on, you're actually, even if you're looking at the raccoon's looking at that other cup that's being handed, but you're not seeing it. You have these things happening here with these three cups, but there's something else happening that you need to be aware of. It might not necessarily be anything negative, but it's something that you need to be aware of. It could be something really good that you might be missing. Hangman, be sure to keep a true perspective of things, because that will help you see everything that's happening. I think with that Hangman being there. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles where this leads. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is great. You know, this is home. This is ancestral home. This is, you know, this is money. This is inheritance. This is good. It's a good card. So what else about this Ten of Pentacles? The Empress. Yeah, I feel like everything is going to be fine. You are going to actually reap something really good out of this situation eventually here. And the Empress is kind of that. Now, there could be, for some of you, actually a relationship that turns into you becoming a mother or a parent, not necessarily your mom, but also just being, yeah, being taken care of in a certain way. Now, I want to keep like being taken care of, not like you need someone to take care of you, but you know, fulfilling an area of your life that is family, um, you know, long-term situation could be marriage. But for some of you, it's just that long-term vision. I feel like there's something really good happening. What, anything more? Well, let me do this. What happens after this Ten of Pentacles? Is there anything after this that we need to know about? Yeah, you will be headed in the right direction. So this could be from some of you, it's moving, actual moving. You've got the Six of Swords. In this case, Six of Clarity is my moving card. So there could be something here where you're like, okay, I have reached some goals. It's time to reach the next goals, or physically moving your house. But I do like that. I do like that a lot. So let's see what else we have. Our advice is the Eight of Wands here. I'm going to cover up the 9 because it's actually the 8. Don't stop moving forward. Like, you can take the time out with the Hangman, the reflection card. Take that time out. Take some time out to see where to go next. But the Eight of Wands is to keep moving forward. Don't stop on your plans. Also, be aware of any messages coming in as well, because the Eight of Wands is kind of that. But do understand that you've got to keep going here, and I think everything will work out. Is there anything else we need to know for today? In general, Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a good partnership that's coming. Oh, alignment at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, everything's coming together. So the Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like that's what things are going to be coming together here. It's just things are going to take a while. And that could be another thing too with that reflection card, that you need to see things that are going to take a while, because once they do, they're going to take off, and you're kind of going to go into the situation a little bit like, I'm just doing it. I'm just going, just moving forward. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, there you have your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Take care. And hopefully I'll see you on my Instagram, and eventually see you on my website. And maybe over the next year, I can really develop that community. So take care. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.